Welcome to your Thursday night football preview here on That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon. My beard will always be superior to Julian Edelman's perna. We've got the never, under any circumstances, do we tie Colts heading to New England for a little TNF. I'll give you a few reasons why I think the Colts could win this game and a few reasons why the Patriots could win this game. Besides the obvious. Had Josh McDaniels actually agreed to be the head coach of the Colts, after literally agreeing to be the head coach of the Colts, this would have been an exciting Belichick versus pupil game like we had with Matt Patricia's Lions. Instead, it's just a normal football game. That's good sports. If you're new here, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the notification button. You'll probably regret it, but no more than you regret giving Best Buy your email. Now this episode is sponsored by BetDSI.com, one of the most trusted sports books for all of you sports bettors out there. If you use my promo code GS100, BetDSI will match your first deposit up to $1,000. That's as much as the president makes, I think. Use my link in the description to get there and use that free money to bet on 10-point favorite Patriots. Wow, after handling the Dolphins, Vegas gives the Pats 10 points with the over-under set at 51.5. I'll let you know who I'm betting on at the end of this episode. And I am perfect at losing and picking the wrong team on Thursday Night Football this season. Now, the first reason the Patriots could get the easy win Thursday night is they get Tom Brady's favorite Caucasian target back in Julian Edelman. I mean, just look at how much faster Edelman is compared to every other player on the Patriots team. That's a weapon. They say his unmistakable energy is already rubbing off on his teammates. And Tom Brady was like, hey, it's my job to rub off my teammates. And Julian Edelman was like, I've been gone for a whole month, man. A year and a month. Can't we just share? And then Tom looked at his cold, dead, beautiful eyes and slapped him in the mouth like LaMelo Ball to this Lithuanian dude and said, no, I'm the quarterback, damn it, and these are my dicks to rub. Now the first reason the Colts might win this game, revenge. Just flat out revenge for Josh McDaniels screwing over their organization so they could actually get a better head coach in Frank Reich. If the Kill Bill movies taught me anything, it's that revenge is powerful. Also, that the only time it's cool to drive a truck called the Pussy Wagon is after you murder its rapist owner. Also, sword fighting is cooler than gunfighting, and also, Bill dies at the end. Frank Reich is the silver-haired Pai Mei Andrew Luck has been waiting for to help him defeat the evil Bill and his army of trained assassins. The only real difference between the movie Kill Bill bad guys and the Patriot bad guys is that the Kill Bill bad guys are more diverse. The second reason the Patriots might win this game, money. Tom Brady has an incentive-based $5 million in his contract this season. And with his passing stats being down, he needs to make up for an average September. Brady needs that $5 million to stay pliable. I think he gets $1 million for finishing top 5 in any of the following categories: passer rating, completion percentage, yards per attempt, touchdown passes, and passing yards. Currently, he is not top 5 in any of those categories. And what better time to make up for those stats than against the 18th best passing defense on a short week at home when you get your number one boyfriend back into the lineup. Brady currently ranks 20th in passing yards per game. He and Andrew Luck have both thrown 9 touchdowns this season. Both QBs are basically playing the exact same. 4 and 3 interceptions, 10 and 9 passes of over 20 yards. And theoretically, this should be a close game. But Tom Brady's 5 million pieces of motivation may make that untrue. The second reason the Colts might win this Thursday night game is composure. The Dolphins got down early against the Patriots and could never bounce back. Indy was down 28-10 against the Texans, but never gave up. 14 of those Texans' points were due to Colt turnovers on the goal line, a terrible snap and a strip by J.J. Watt. So the Indy defense played better than the stat line would reveal, and the Colts' O-line won't have the same challenge with Clowney, Watt, and Merciless presented on Thursday Night Football. Now, you probably don't know who the hell running backs Nyheim Hines, Jordan Wilkins, or Marlon Mack are. But if you want to beat the Patriots, you run the ball down their throat like the Lions did. Houston gashed them week 1 for 174 rush yards. The Jags went over 100 without Leonard Fournette. And the Lions, of course, had their first 100-yard rusher in as many years. Andrew Luck is playing good football, which means New England will have to respect the pass, opening up the run game for the Colts if they stay committed, like Kirk Cousins to his wife. The final reason the Patriots might win, besides Tom Brady, besides Bill Belichick, and besides the death mystique that is Gillette Stadium on a short week, is their defensive line and corners. Through the first 3 games, the Pats' defense has struggled, but everything came together against the Dolphins. On that line, you have to be impressed with the way Trey Flowers and Lawrence Guy are playing. When that guy brings flowers, it's not so he can get laid, it's so he can sack your quarterback. Oh, fuck. If you want to have a great defense in the NFL, you need 3 solid corners, and the Pats have that with Jason, the superior McCourty, Stephon Gilmore Girls is underrated, and Jonathan Jones. As good as Andrew Luck is when he doesn't have to throw a football 50 yards, he's going to have to play without T.Y. Hilton, who's been ruled out with a chest injury, and kicker Adam Vinatieri with a right groin injury, questionable for this game. I didn't even know there was a right and left groin. I just thought it was one giant meaty muscle. And outside of T.Y., Luck has receivers as good as New England's before they acquired Josh Gordon and got Julian Edelman back. And I would have said the run game for the New England Patriots. Sony Michel had 25 carries for 112 yards, James White 8 for 44, which probably means both of those guys will be inactive for this game. And Brady will throw it 55 times. I never trust Belichick to do the same thing 2 weeks in a row. But now that I think of it, maybe that's what he wants me to think, and he plans on getting his backs 40 carries. He gets in your head. This is how every coach feels when they face Bill Belichick.
Get out of my fucking head!
We're all just Bernards. The final reason the Colts could win this game, their pass rush. The Colts are second in the league behind the Bears with 17 sacks on the season. 7 came against Deshaun Watson, who you could argue is more challenging to sack than Tom Brady, except he holds on to the ball forever. And they're doing it in different ways. Rookie linebacker Darius Leonard has 4 sacks, as does defensive lineman Margus Hunt. The front 7 for the Colts is surprisingly good. Margus Hunt and Danico Autry, if they continue to bring that interior pressure, I think can slow down Tom Brady. He struggles the most when he can't step into the pocket, and Hunt's 4 sacks on the season indicate Indy could do that. Leonard can rush on either side, and I think he has an advantage over Trent Brown or Marcus Cannon, and can be used to confuse Tom Brady, if that is even possible. Colts really want to trick Tom Brady. They sneak sugar into his meal the morning of the game.
Get out of my fucking head!
That leads me to my BetDSI sports betting prediction. Again, I have been wrong every Thursday night game this season for you. I do it for you. So in hoping that trend continues, I will actually bet my money on the Patriots to win and cover the spread. If I say the Patriots, due to the Colts having a lot of injuries and having to travel on a short week after playing an entire extra quarter of football only to lose, will blow out the Colts in embarrassing fashion, the football gods should make the opposite happen. Colts fans, I just cursed the Patriots for you. As a thank you, I expect Jim Irsay to send me his stash of Ed Hardy shirts and OxyContin. Those 2 things go together like peanut butter and jelly. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube, and if you're feeling frisky, copy the link of this video and share it. Share it with your mom. For Christ's sakes, she needs to see my face. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Perna, and I do a weekly podcast, That's Good Sports Podcast, iTunes, Podbean.